They laughed at Manny Pacquiao's size.
I'm gonna knock out this little midget.
I already said he's got these T-Rex arms. He's like this big.
Now he's got a young 30-year-old who's 5'11". The old lions get taken over by the young lions.
But then he made them crumble. Unbelievable moments when Pacquiao crushed boxing giants.
Well, he is. Look at this. How many more? Down he goes.
The size doesn't matter.
July 20th, 2019. Manny Pacquiao faced off against the brash and confident Keith Thurman, an American who carried himself with both swagger and belief. Standing at 5 feet 7 inches with a 69-inch reach, Thurman considered himself untouchable. Meanwhile, Pacquiao, at only 5 feet 5 inches, was undeterred. Before the fight, Thurman tried to psych Pacquiao out, calling him a tiny old man and promising to send him into retirement.
Fight as far as the stage goes, but you know, Pacquiao's a little fighter, you know, so it's a big fight against a little guy, you know. I mean, the reach, you know, and he's a veteran. You know, I've dismantled veterans in the past. I've dismantled veterans throughout my whole career. I believe I would have destroyed Manny Pacquiao 5 years ago when he was with Top Rank.
Closer to a dinosaur. You know what I mean? I already said he's got these T-Rex arms. Everybody's talking about how fast he is. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arms. Pop, pop, pop.
I'll give you credit. Can you stop this man?
Of course. He's like this big. You know? He's this big. My punch is this big. You feel me?
Thurman weighed in at 147 pounds, but showed up on fight night as a 165-pound powerhouse. Pacquiao, he remained calm, thinking more weight means more mistakes to exploit.
22 wins coming via knockout. We are underway.
From the first bell, Pacquiao cranked up the pace. Toward the end of the first round, Thurman tried to land something massive, and Pacquiao responded by smiling. Moments later, Thurman found himself on the canvas. That early knockdown set the tone for the fight.
Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. And Manny Pacquiao moved in with his legs.
Round after round, Pacquiao dominated, leaving Thurman gasping for air.
That's where he does it best. He catches you off guard with this.
Just looking at that, he's going to think that Pacquiao is scoring.
Punching in accuracy. Pacquiao again, the aggressor.
See what Pacquiao's...
Oh, good right uppercut by Manny. Boy, those punches are real. Oh, and a great right hand by Thurman. See? Now the response by Manny Pacquiao.
A vicious body shot in round 10 punctuated Pacquiao's performance, leaving Thurman arching in pain.
He's always flicking out his right hand. That always precedes, and oh boy, there's a headbutt. Either that or a punch, but it may have been a headbutt. I missed it.
By the final bell, there was no doubt. Pacquiao, now 40 years old, became the oldest welterweight champion in history.
Boxing's pride of the Philippines.
March 13th, 2010. Joshua Clottey, a fighter with a physique like a superhero, squared off against Pacquiao. Taller, bulkier, and built like a tank, Clottey seemed intimidating, until the fight began. From round 1, Pacquiao tested Clottey's defense with a sharp left hook.
Because the old peekaboo defense of Floyd Patterson was the hands at the chin, but
And for the next 11 rounds, the Filipino phenom turned the bout into a boxing masterclass.
Having in the second, start letting the hands go in the third.
Pacquiao peppered his opponent with flurries of punches, darting in and out, while Clottey remained planted like a statue.
set some traps in this round, and now he explodes.
Those are mostly being caught on the arms and the arm.
That was a left to the head, double left to the body. Very tender right
Got to
now.
be. Bodies from Elijah's with one body shot after another.
There was a nice left. You get a little higher up in that solar plex.
A lot of punishment.
Oh, it's going to be a rough morning.
That Clottey might have been hurt by
He
that.
staggered out of that corner.
Yeah, he did.
The result was an overwhelming victory for Pacquiao, leaving Clottey as nothing more than a sturdy but stationary punching bag.
Well, he did everything he needed.
In 2005, Manny Pacquiao met Mexican boxing legend Erik Morales in the first of their 3 epic bouts. Morales' experience and longer reach gave him the edge, earning him a decisive victory in the first fight.
Let's feel strong now. What a right hand by Morales. Pacquiao's in trouble. Morales fumbled him with that right. Let's see if Erik can finish his man.
But Pacquiao wasn't about to walk away with his head down. Their rematch? Pacquiao overwhelmed Morales with relentless aggression, evening the score. By the time their trilogy concluded, Pacquiao had transformed Morales into a shadow of his former self, overwhelming him with speed, power, and an unstoppable will to win.
Morales! He strafes Pacquiao with right hands, even while on unsteady feet. And the brave heart of Morales holds up, but his legs go again.
Does his plan
Erik Morales shakes his head as if to say, I want no more.
His legs are so wicked, and anytime he goes.
But it's almost impossible to imagine it now.
It's over.
There's the second knockdown and the stoppage. Manny Pacquiao has knocked out the great Erik.
April 2007, Pacquiao took on Jorge Solis, a taller Mexican fighter with a 3-inch height advantage. But when it came to skill, the gap between the two could not have been wider. The fight reached its climax in round 8 when Pacquiao landed a thunderous uppercut, sending Solis crashing to the floor.
The family. He's in trouble and down goes Solis.
Although Solis got back up, it was short-lived. Another devastating combo from Pacquiao sealed the deal.
There goes that uppercut again. He's hurt. He's out. It's over.
Solis sent down.
That night, Solis learned a hard truth. Size doesn't matter when faced with skill and precision.
Manny Pacquiao.
Chris Algieri, undefeated and 5 inches taller than Pacquiao, entered their fight confident and eager to make a statement. Instead, Pacquiao turned it into a lesson. Throughout the bout, Pacquiao dismantled Algieri, sending him to the canvas 6 times. Yes, 6 times.
And this man, he realized he may have hurt him, and he dropped. That was a pretty good straight left hand. He hurt him again. Straight left hand!
Each knockdown reminded Algieri that size and reach mean nothing when you're lying flat on your back. By the end, Pacquiao had schooled the younger fighter thoroughly, turning the ring into his classroom and the fight into a showcase of his unmatched abilities.
And still WBO welterweight champion of the world.
Fall 2016, Pacquiao faced Jesse Vargas, yet another fighter with a 5-inch height advantage. Vargas started the bout looking thrilled to share the ring with a legend, but that enthusiasm didn't last long.
That looks like Vargas is trying that. Does that work?
Pacquiao treated the fight like a masterclass, displaying superior speed, movement, and control. Vargas could only struggle to keep up as Pacquiao effortlessly secured a dominant victory. Reminder to Vargas and others alike, height doesn't win fights.
Wanting to get paid.
That's a window. The gas pedal, and he's trying to take out.
December 2008, Pacquiao stepped into the ring with none other than Oscar De La Hoya, boxing's golden boy. Fans questioned whether Pacquiao could overcome De La Hoya's height, reach, and size advantages. It turned out size was no match for skill and speed.
Back there and throwing something huge.
Let's do is come out real fast and fight every minute of every round himself.
From round 1, Pacquiao systematically picked apart De La Hoya, turning him into target practice.
If any against Oscar, and Manny Pacquiao is certainly more than holding his own scissors. Pacquiao's in the ring and it's a dangerous sport. Right now he's on the receiving end of the speed of his sparring with the jab, not really stepping up into it, not throwing the left hand to the body with any viciousness at all. And look at Manny, look at the amount of punches he's throwing there.
And the power. Here's a guy that's come up from 106, and he's a legitimate welterweight power puncher here.
Actually heavier. Listen to the crowd's reaction as Pacquiao scores. Look at this.
He has been terrific moving up a weight class for him tonight. And he is just
tries to exchange with Manny. Nothing that he throws lands, and Manny touches him up. Oscar had his left hook that time blocked in the elbow.
The surprising part of this fight is how Pacquiao has maintained his speed and still has good power at 147.
By round 7, De La Hoya's left eye was swollen shut, and by the end of round 8, his corner decided enough was enough. This fight sent shockwaves through the boxing world, solidifying Pacquiao's place among the greats.
Power bothering Oscar De La Hoya, and Pacquiao gets off first.
Pacquiao and maybe Freddie Roach say don't get caught in the corner. Now De La Hoya's caught in the corner. And look at this guy go. Minute 15 seconds ago, and De La Hoya's in trouble.
He can't get off these ropes here.
He should be sliding down the ropes and grabbing this guy. For Oscar, Manny's punishing him right now. Oscar's heels are heavy. He's heavy in the thighs. His legs aren't there. Oscar De La Hoya. And he nailed him with a right hand. He's all over him right now. Oscar's hurt. Pacquiao pouring the pressure on. Finally, Oscar steps away. Great round for Pacquiao.
And there will be a big decision made in Oscar De La Hoya's corner, both about the eye and about his presence in this fight. He needs to step up.
And one big hand could change the course of this fight. Pours the pressure on him. And this might be the miraculous finish of the career of Oscar De La Hoya. Pacquiao really labeling him.
And we've seen De La Hoya again on the ropes with the sanctuary. No place.
Look at that. Just as Freddie told him, he walked right back to the center of the ring. And now this is one thing that, again, the corner, don't mess with this guy. And the power shots are right downstairs. And look at Pacquiao battle to the end of the 8th round, trying to stop Oscar De La Hoya in his tracks. But that ends the 8th, another Pacquiao. It's all over. The fight is stopped. Over. De La Hoya can't answer the bell for the...
Veteran Shane Mosley entered the ring with a reach advantage of 74 inches, the kind of physical edge that could intimidate most. But against Pacquiao, Mosley looked more cautious than confident. From the first moments of the fight, Mosley seemed hesitant, unable to muster the aggression needed to neutralize Pacquiao's relentless offense. The result? A one-sided affair, with Pacquiao emerging victorious once again.
What Freddie Roach said on that bomb of his. He's on the defensive.
Well, he is, and Pacquiao, a left hand drops him. Right on the button, and it caught him going a little sideways. Pacquiao just stalking him. Goes felt the power of Manny Pacquiao. That buckled his legs again. And that's not going to be a knockdown, but I'll tell you.
Completely there. He's going better than he's ever been.
Oh, there was a right hand by Mosley. Left to the body, left to the head, another left.
Letting Mosley's jab get started.
Oh, that was a good right hand. It's kind of a... There's a left hand, Mosley in wholesale retreat.
Pacquiao angry, and he wanted to go out and punch, and he's going to...
That's what he's doing. Even though it wasn't on Mosley.
And still the WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Finally, topping this list is Pacquiao's devastating beatdown of Antonio Margarito. A larger-than-life figure, Margarito came into the fight with a controversial past and plenty of trash talk.
I'm gonna knock out this little midget.
Come fight night, Margarito walked into a nightmare. Pacquiao pummeled him with the intensity of a hurricane, leaving Margarito's face a swollen, bloodied mess by round 8.
Margarito's jab is bothering Pacquiao. Margarito tries to press the action. Pacquiao hits him flush with a big left hand, and then flurries and backs Margarito up again.
Yeah, Margarito's saying that Pacquiao's not hurting him, but his face is telling a different story.
Margarito kept coming. It had no defense for the speed of Pacquiao.
Despite Margarito's size advantage, he was no match for the relentless precision and power of his smaller opponent. By the final bell, Margarito's ego and his face had been dismantled entirely.
Margarito's hanging in. He's having more flurries as the fight continues, but Pacquiao just stunned him with a right hook and backed him off again.
For Margarito, so far this has been a measure of redemption because he's never stopped fighting his fight in spite of a frightful beating.
Whether it was knocking down larger opponents or outclassing them with speed, Manny Pacquiao repeatedly proved that heart, skill, and strategy outweigh physical size. It's no wonder he's revered as one of boxing's all-time greats. What do you think? Does size really matter in boxing? Share your thoughts in the comments.